Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have a little fun playing with Chanel makeup. I'm going to do a little unboxing of the new Rouge Coco Bloom lipsticks. I've got a few of those to play with, and then I am also going to just do a full face of Chanel favorites. I pulled out some of the new releases as well as some oldies but goodies. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the Rouge Coco Blooms and sort of the differences between the Rouge Coco Bloom lipsticks and the Rouge Coco Flash, as well as see me do a full face of Chanel favorites, then let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to do a little unboxing. I have some of the new Coco Bloom lipsticks in here. And of course this comes beautifully packaged. So we're going to unbox this and check out this new formula. Okay guys, I picked up 3 of the new Rouge Coco Blooms. I was so excited about this formula because I am someone who likes a hydrating, plumping lipstick. So to me, this seemed like it was going to be right up my alley. And the colors that I bought were 116 Dream, 118 Radiant, and then a brighter color 126 Season. Those were the ones that were available to me at the time. So I ordered those thinking I can pick up more if I fall in love. And let's take a look at the packaging. So you guys, this is very much like the Rouge Coco Flashes, except the difference is going to be that the Rouge Coco Flash is going to have the gold packaging, and then they have the same CC at the top. The new Rouge Coco Bloom are going to have the CC again at the top, but it's going to have a clear kind of silver base. So same design as Coco Flash, but one is gold and one is silver. Okay, so here are the 3 shades that I picked up. This is 118 Radiant, which is a kind of mauve color, kind of rose tone, kind of mauvey shade. And then we've got Dream that looks like it's going to be a perfect kind of nude. And then Season, we went with one bright one, and this is more in that kind of raspberry tone. So we're going to start with the lightest one first, and this is Dream, and this one just looked like it was going to be a popular one for most people who love a nude lip. And here is the shade Dream. This is 116. So as far as formula, I am loving the kind of buttery texture of these lipsticks. I find these to be glossy like the Rouge Coco Flash, but the texture is just a teeny bit different. These ones almost have like a glossy feel to them on the lips. The Rouge Coco Flash probably feels just a teeny bit more like a hydrating balm. It still has that creaminess, but these are a step up in creaminess. So if you love the Rouge Coco Flash and you like the creamy nature of them, these are going to be just a bit more creamier than that. The kind of texture kind of reminds me of so it kind of has the texture of those YSL, I think it was Volupte, I'm not exactly sure if I'm saying it right, but they were these lip oils. Now my only complaint with those lip oils were that they were almost like they glided on too much, a little bit like kind of smeary on my lips, like they didn't grip them. So from here I am feeling that kind of creaminess and almost like an oil based kind of lipstick, but if this one is gripping my lips, if that makes sense. They're not going to smear off it doesn't feel like that. That was my only issue with those YSL ones. I had several of them, but I felt like they could just kind of glide right off my lips, whereas this feels like very shiny, hydrating, buttery, but it isn't gonna, but it is staying on my lips and within the lines without a lip liner. So far I am absolutely loving the texture and the shine that this is giving off, and the color 116 Dream is a fantastic kind of nude, leaning a little bit more on that peachy nude, but just gives your lips just a little bit more oomph. So loving that. Next I'm moving on to Radiant, and as you can see this is right in my wheelhouse. So this is a very much an Abbey color. And this is the shade 118 in Radiant. Last but not least, we have Season. And this is the shade Season. Now, don't laugh, this is a little bit brighter of a lipstick for me, but I had ordered some kind of cute, kind of fuchsia pink kind of slides, and I thought I should go ahead and get sort of a fuchsia kind of hot pink color lipstick to go with. So I totally picked out Season to go with a pair of shoes. Yep, that's the kind of person I am, but I do think this is a fun kind of poppy color, and it is out of my wheelhouse since I am the queen of those kind of dusty roses and nudes. So trying to kind of push myself out to have a little bit more fun with lipstick. The Rouge Coco Flash has a luminous kind of shine, whereas the Rouge Coco Blooms have more of a magnifying and kind of plumping effect on the lips. And I will say I am seeing that when I am applying these lipsticks. So I am seeing a little bit of oomph on my lips. I'm someone who does have smaller lips, so I do pay attention to that. And I definitely feel the plumping effect. It doesn't have any kind of mintiness or anything like that that's plumping it. It more seems to be the formulation has kind of a magnifying effect that's just kind of emphasizing your lips a bit. And then as far as coverage, the Rouge Coco Flashes are just really easy to wear. They're something that you can just slick on without using a mirror, but the coverage is going to be more sheer to medium coverage. They're not like high impact lipsticks. But with the Rouge Coco Blooms, these are meant to be very long lasting lipsticks as well as have a really shiny finish. So I find it kind of fascinating to find lipsticks that actually have shine and hydration but that last a long time. So I am going to wear these lipsticks throughout the day and kind of let you know how long lasting, but I just know from swatching and trying to wipe off my swatch on my hand that these are definitely longer lasting than the flashes. So kind of a new fun formula from Chanel, and of course I was going to give those a try. So you guys, there is other colors that weren't available when I was purchasing them, but these three were the ones that I decided to try out, and I actually like all three colors. Those are my thoughts on the new Rouge Coco Blooms. As usual, I love to know, are you going to be picking any of these up? Or if you already did, what colors are you interested in? Good morning, everyone. We are going to put some makeup on this face. I am using a few new launches as well as some of my favorites from Chanel. So we are going to start with my favorite foundation of the moment, and that is the new Chanel Sublimage L'Essence de Teint, and I picked it up in B20. So we are going to even out the skin, and here is the shade B20, And I'm actually just going to kind of dot this on real quick and then we'll buff it in to the skin. Okay guys, here is the finish of the Sublimage L'Essence de Teint, and what I love about this foundation is it's going to give me some coverage, but it gives you a really nice glow on the skin. As this kind of melts into your skin, it's going to wear really well throughout the day, especially for someone with more dry, mature skin. So I have just been really enjoying this foundation. I find it gives me just the right amount of coverage. It gives me kind of that glowy look that I enjoy, and it feels like nothing on my skin, which I appreciate. So we're going to let this kind of sink into the skin while I do my eyes. And I pulled out one of my favorites. This is Blurry Green. And you guys, this is just such an amazing palette. I just wanted to pull out and use it. As you can tell, this one actually gets used a lot, and we're going to kind of create a little spring inspired look, kind of using these green tones here, a little bit of sage in here, and it just has this beautiful kind of bronzy sand color that I love. So I'm just going to create a quick and easy eye. Someone has come to say hello. She is not feeling well today and isn't wanting to eat, so she is going to sit in my lap while I try to do my eyes. We're multitasking today. So I'm going to start with this color right here. It's such a pretty kind of sandy bronze color, and I'm just going to start to create a little bit of shadow there. Okay guys, just this really pretty kind of soft bronze first on the eye. Then we're going to start having fun with some of the green. So I am going to take some of that green. I'm going to start at the outer corner, bring a little bit up into my crease, just a tad. This first color over here is a tad bit more like a mossy kind of green, and then there's one that's a little bit brighter, so creates kind of a pretty eye look. Taking a big fluffy brush, this is the Detail Pro, and you guys, I'm just gonna start to blend this so there's no sharp edges. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit smoky at the moment, kind of bringing in that sage color. Then we're going to lighten up on the lid with this shade right here. And this one's really a pretty color right here. It's kind of a beautiful taupe. It's going to have a teeny tinge of some green in it. And I'm going to be putting that on the lid just a bit. Okay guys, we have got kind of a smoky, kind of bronzy eye going on. I'm going to go ahead and define my eyes with, this is from the STYLO U. This is CELADON. And I am going to line my eyes there and then use this pretty brighter green on my lash line, kind of like a liner. But I first want to put a little bit of this on my waterline. I only ate a little bit. Okay guys, I have lined my eyes with Celadon. Then I'm going to take this fun pretty green. Let me show you. It's just a little bit, still a little bit in that mossy tone, but it's a little bit brighter. And I am going to use that and I'm going to top that, kind of lining it on near the lash line. Okay guys, I'm going to close my eyes and this is Blurry Green. And we're gonna finish off by putting mascara, cleaning up my brows, and I'm actually gonna be using the Chanel La Base mascara. I have fallen in love with that. I'm gonna put that on and then Chanel Volume de Chanel and clean up my brows. So I probably will speed through this because I think it might be a little bit boring. So I have like a huge amount of these samples that I have been going through, and I'm actually going to purchase a full size of this because I've really been finding it makes my eyelashes kind of a little bit more fluttery and a little bit longer. So I'm just going to put that on first and coat my lashes. Eyes on, and I am going to warm up my skin and then we'll put a little concealer on. So I'm first going to use, this is the La Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream, kind of a classic, and I just love this stuff. I prefer to use a synthetic kind of IT Cosmetics brush with it, and I will just kind of spin it around here, and then we will warm up the skin, fake a little bit of a tan here. Now I will say, I don't know if you can tell, but the sun is just pouring through the windows today and just making me so happy. Spring has arrived here in Portland and we've been enjoying some really beautiful sunny days. And Portland is one of those cities that really shines when the sun comes out because we have so much rain that there's very lush and green, and then the sun pops out and the flowers start blooming and it just is gorgeous. So I'll have to take some pictures on my walk today to show you guys because it has been so pretty out. Then I'm going to use the Rose Corrector, and I like to do this after I do my eyes just in case anything sort of any fallout or anything like that. I like to brighten up underneath. With that quad, I don't have a lot of fallout or anything like that. So I'm just going to take this Rose Corrector and we are going to fake that I've had like really good sleep right now. So I'm just going to take this and it's going to truly brighten up underneath the eyes. Then I'm going to set my face, and I use this is the La Beige, and this is the Healthy Glow Sheer Powder. This is in number 20, and just kind of like a nice little pressed powder here. And I am just going to set all of those products on the face first. Then I pulled out this beautiful blush and highlighter, and this is going to give my cheeks a nice little pop of color. So I'm going to take the blush here, and it's in this kind of beautiful coral tone, and we are going to pop that on. And I thought this would look really pretty with that kind of blurry green eye today. A little pop of color there, and then I'm going to use this beautiful highlighter, and I just have a little fan brush here, and we are going to highlight on top. You can even kind of brush it on top of the blush to make it a little bit more like a blush topper. And then I'm actually going to take just a little bit of this blush here, and I'm just going to add just a teeny bit of that blush into that crease, just a teeny bit, just to connect everything. Taking a teeny bit of the highlighter, guys, I'm just going to put a teeny bit of that on the eyes to kind of connect everything. I'm going to go ahead and use my HYDRA Beauty Essence Mist. I'm going to set everything here. Okay guys, this is the final look using the new Rouge Coco blooms, as well as some other favorites from Chanel. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me, and as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.